When it comes to food, it is my food that brings me to where my food will be, and not the other way around. I am not a food blogger, so I do not have the pressure to recommend the best food Malacca has. In the next few minutes, I will take you through what I have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is what I can eat for the one night, one city while I'm in Malacca. While walking around Malacca Old Town randomly into a very obscure area, very out of the tourist route, I was attracted to what is inside this zinc-sheet rooftop building. From the signage, it looks like it is a restaurant, but the words on the restaurant signage is severely worn off due to weather or due to the passage of time. The signage reads 东南成茶点心Restoran Choo Dim Sum. Walking into this very dated restaurant, instantly I got this feeling of being transported back to the late 1900s. To be frank, the restaurant looks run down with no people in the restaurant. Initially, I do have doubts about coming into this restaurant. I only know much later that this very old school dim sum place in Malacca is only open 5 hours a day from 6 a.m. So by around 11-ish when I arrived, they are really left with no patrons in there. If not for the fact that I see one of the workers willing to prepare a freshly cooked chi chong fan for me, I would have tried other places. Watching how my food is cooked is a very therapeutic thing to do. It is almost seeing from nothing, from the raw material to a finished product, in this case, chi chong fan. It is amazing to see how by adding rice batter water into a piece of cloth and later steam it, it can transform itself to a silky, smooth snack. To err on the side of caution, I have not ordered too much food, just in case. You cannot blame me for being too discerning. I am a solo traveler and only have max 3 meals during the day at a given restaurant in a given location. As such, I have to be careful when I have not done any research about a new eating place. Coming to a dim sum place, Ha Gao, which is dim sum crystal stream dumplings, it is a must for me. As for chi chong fan, which is steamed rice noodle roll, I have to check if they do it fresh, as in freshly made. I must say the Ha Gao is above averagely good, very much like any Malaysian dim sum standard. As for the chi chong fan, it is fabulous. It is utterly soft and tender and smooth. The sauce is impeccable as well. While I'm not a chili lover, but their sambal sauce is utterly good. And to go with the food, I ordered Tie Guan Yin. And geez, I've not had Tie Guan Yin Chinese tea for a long time. The entire dim sum meal costs 15 ringgit. I would highly recommend to come here if you want to see what an old school Malaysian dim sum setting is like. For lunch, I succumbed to doing the touristy thing, like eating chicken rice ball. To set the record, chicken rice itself is not a local Malacca food, not even Malaysia. Chicken rice originates from Hainan, China. That said, chicken rice is brought down by the Chinese to the Southeast Asia about 100 years ago. But what is local in Malacca is the way the rice is being kneaded. The chicken rice balls are done in the shape of small balls. Instead of being served as a plate of rice elsewhere, the rice is being rolled into balls of rice to be eaten with the chopped chicken. Famosa Chicken Rice Ball Restaurant is located at Jonker Walk. They have two restaurants in Jonker Street. They serve Kampung village chicken, steamed chicken, roasted chicken, barbecue pork, roasted pork, asam fish, and every other things. But I purposely go for one of the most popular items on their menu, the chicken rice ball. There are 4 chicken rice balls in my serving. You will not find that in any other places other than those brought in by the Malacca people. I must say, this ball-shaped rice is uniquely Malacca. This is what I'm going to have, the chicken rice ball, which is pretty small. Yep. Roasted pork, siu yuk. Okay, all in small portions. And rice kacang. Yep. Okay, so that's rice kacang. Chicken rice to me is a very special thing. I have my personal liking on how the chicken is prepared, how the rice is cooked and presented, and down to the detail on how the sauce that goes with it. Personally, I find the Malacca chicken rice ball a little bit too hard and dry and small for my liking. But when I'm overseas, I'm open to everything and to try its local food. Isn't that what travel is all about? To open one's mind. Melaka is one of the food capital of Malaysia. Offers not merely mouth-savoring delicacy, but also a blend of cultural and colonial cuisine that are available right in the middle of the town. The local cuisine in Malacca blends the best of Chinese food, Malay food, and Peranakan food. The term Peranakan generally refers to a person of mixed Chinese and Malay heritage. Many Singaporean Peranakan trace their origin to 15th century Malacca, where their ancestors were thought to be Chinese traders who married local women. So coming to the headquarters Malacca brings me back to the roots of Peranakan cuisine. Malacca is a great place to try food from the Chinese, Malay, and Peranakan tradition. Some notable dishes include Chinese rice ball, Nonya laksa noodles with chicken and prawns, and fish ball with curry and satay sauce. Malacca is a food heaven. I would like to think that it won't go too wrong popping into a random Peranakan restaurant, which I'm going to do it right now anyway. The restaurant I'm going into is Peranakan Place at Jonker Street, Malacca. It is located right in the midst of Jonker Street night market. This restaurant is housed in one of the antique buildings, and the Peranakan food goes well beyond that as well. The interior of the restaurant looks like it is just like any Peranakan museum located everywhere in the old town. Having a meal here makes me feel like I'm having a meal in a beautiful museum. The dining atmosphere is fabulous and the price in there reasonable. I order a Nonya laksa and chendol. The food is decently great. The entire meal costs 24 ringgit. On the whole, I find that the meal is as authentic as one can find. The bonus meal of this trip comes in the form of a tea break. That's because I do not have the habit to sit down for a tea break usually during my travel. Because my travel schedule is a hectic one, and having a meal to me each time does bog me down a little. But today is a little bit different, as I still have a couple of hours before my next bus departure from Malacca Central. There's no point in me going back to the old town. Thus, I proceed to the Lotus supermarket building located just 100 meters away from the bus terminal. That short distance enabled me to seek refuge from the afternoon heat at the non-air conditioner bus terminal. I walked the entire departmental store and into secret recipe restaurants. I chose secret recipe because I have not been to this restaurant for ages. Secret Recipe is headquartered in Malaysia. It is a local bread company and used to have many branches in Singapore many years back. Those were the days before the Japanese and Korean confectionery became famous in Singapore. Back then, Secret Recipe is a household name. The famous item from Secret Recipe restaurant has to be banana chocolate cake.
White chocolate.
The banana chocolate cake has a very chocolatey flavor with a fragrant banana smell in there.
Within 3 to 6 p.m.
This time round, I took Secret Recipe tea break special that doesn't come with the chocolate banana cake. It comes in the form of a pot of tea that comes free with a cake purchase. I am a little surprised to have the cake coming with special wording. Somehow, I have this feeling that the restaurant knows I'm vlogging my experience in Secret Recipe restaurant. Is that a special treatment to me? I don't know. Or perhaps this might be just a small little perk for being a vlogger.